All right, welcome to podcast number 1.
Off Days Podcast.
Off Days Podcast. I'll make a logo tonight for this video since I'm a little lazy right now. All right, so there'll probably be, like 30 minutes, I'd say.
I'd say, yeah.
But I'd say we're walking behind
the forest of an Oak High School, like the trail. I don't know.
the forest. Good enough.
Close enough.
We got little mics on, so we're usually not going to be walking, or hopefully not in a crowded area. When we start getting videos on, we'll sit in one spot when we do video podcasts. But for now, we're doing recordings. We're walking, so obviously it's not going to be the best at this moment, but
we'll work on printing it, and finding a spot.
Yes. So if you're new here, my name's Noah.
I'm Kyle.
And Off Days Podcast. Here we go. So we wanted to talk a little bit about just new stuff. Make this podcast around just around the world type things, and just fun experiences we've had.
I think one video idea I might be doing is like unboxing of some D&D Legos, I guess.
How's that gonna go, man?
I don't know. I haven't found a good spot to record it yet, but I'll find one.
Yeah, no. It'll be a fun video. We'll shoot videos separately sometimes. So for the very first segment ever,
yep,
we're gonna be doing top 5. I haven't told you any of these yet, so
no, I'm confused.
So here we go. Top 5 favorite songs all time.
Oh, I don't know any. I change my songs every week.
You got to name your top 5 favorite all time.
I'll do songs I'm listening right now. All
right, pull out that phone and here, maybe play it into the mic a little bit or something.
Yeah, I just gotta be careful.
A little bit
loud.
Yeah, a little bit each. I don't know how the volume's gonna sound, so just kind of.
Oh, this is the one I've been listening to.
Okay.
Love Myself by I'm not good with names.
Love Myself by Cameron Whitcomb. Or Whitcomb, I'm not sure.
He's like a newer. He's not one of those people known, but he's a good one.
That'll be a fun song I can look up, maybe add to my playlist.
How you do one?
Trail closed. Yeah, sure. Anyways,
you break the law by going to the trail closed area, but heck, who
What?
cares?
But I think that I already have a list of my top favorite songs, so I will just...
Time to prepare.
Dude, I already had. Okay, so for my number 5, I'm honestly gonna have to go Taylor Swift, man. I'm sorry, I like Taylor Swift.
What Taylor Swift song?
It's a very... If you're a good Swift fan, you'd know the song. It's called The Last Time.
I don't know that one.
It's unpopular, very underrated. It's on her Red album. Love that song, but that's just my number 5. Do you have any others that you'd put in top 5?
I'd say that would be good. Let me check. I have one that would actually definitely good.
It'd be all time, so.
All time?
All time, man. All time.
All time. I know ones that are like good voices, like ones that should be around like all time.
These are some nice little insects there.
But
yeah, no, we're going all time here.
All time. Let's see here. I gotta pull him up. Where is it? I know he's on here.
I'll just move on to number 4 here so we can keep the ball rolling.
I found it.
Oh, you found it now?
He should be a top artist. I don't know if you guys would think, but I think he should have he has a talent for it.
Okay. Skip to some of the lyrics here. How were you not happy? Calm down. You're missing your love All right. that is
Behind your face.
that is Livingston.
Yep.
And what's the song
Super
title?
Kid.
Super Kid. That I love Livingston. He's just starting to finally get some recognition. Still very underrated though.
He
He's
can
just
make
got
it
a
someday.
very emotional, powerful voice, and
He can do a lot of voice work.
Yes, exactly.
I've seen him sing like different styles like all the time.
Oh, all the time, man. So
Can't wait for his like 2 other new songs I think he's working on, like Brainstorm and then other things.
yep.
I know he's mainly about anxiety. I know, like anxiety songs,
Yep.
which anyone can relate to.
He's got a lot of. He just dropped an album not too long ago. So here we go. I will go on to my next song here. What I got, number 4 is You Can't Go Wrong with Mockingbird by Eminem. Have you heard it?
I know, yeah, I've heard it.
I mean, come on, everybody's heard it, man. It's such a popular song. I just think that the emotion put into the song is so well done, and I can relate to it a lot from past relationships. Not that deep on a level, but number 3, again, I don't think you're gonna know this song or maybe even this artist. Have you heard of Lady A?
Nope.
Lady A. They're a country trio, and the song's called "Talk of This Town." It's such a good song, man. I won't play a little bit of it. You guys can look it up on your own, but it's called "Talk of This Town."
Let's see if I can find one from my playlist I just listened to.
All right.
So this is a song I just listened to, so I don't know if it's deserves in this list, but it's kind of cool. Let's wait to get the good part, because
Heck yeah.
looks like they cut the tree down from last time.
Yeah, they did.
Burning Down by Alex
Warren. Love that artist too. He's got a very strong soul, strong voice there. Deep meanings to the songs. What an artist.
Yeah.
Add that one to your playlist though, because that one.
His music will give you the energy.
Goosebumps,
You can
for
feel
sure.
the goosebumps. You can feel it.
All right. My number 2 song is it's another Taylor. I'm sorry. Taylor Swift. She does take over, man.
All our songs are about breakups, though.
Yes. And I've been put into her songs, dude. I can't lie to you about that. But all too well, 10-minute version. I'm not even gonna go into detail about it. You just gotta look up the song and listen to it yourself, because there's a reason. It's one of the best. And God, I'm gonna be honest. My number 1, "Love the Way You Lie." Have you heard it?
No, not that one.
Really? It goes,
Nope.
"Just gonna stand there and watch me."
Oh, I know that one now. Yeah.
That's alright. But yeah, so that one's Rihanna and Eminem, and
What is my favorite one right now?
that's my favorite song of all time.
I had a favorite song, but as a childhood, but I'm very like Wolves or something, and I listened to it a lot as a child. No why.
What about Wolves?
It was a song called Wolves. I don't know.
By Selena Gomez?
No, different thing.
I have no.
Oh,
Is it "Hungry Like the Wolf"?
no, it's something like that.
I
I think it might have been the song. Heck, it actually might have.
Yeah. I'm gonna hunt down after you. Yeah, I know.
It might have been that. No, I think it was actually more darker.
Darker?
Like it's kind of like really about Stone Cold Wolf.
Is it a rock song?
Kind of a rock song.
Then yeah, you're hungry like the wolf.
There was like wasn't that? It was like a lone wolf. I don't know what it's called.
Oh.
It's been so long. It was like on my iPad, like song that was free.
All Alrighty, we're reaching the 10-minute mark here, so you ready to just move on to the next
Yep.
segment here? All right. Next segment, this one, any favorite school memories? We're both, as you know, out of high school now.
We each have different experiences.
Yep, both completely different people in high school, so go ahead, share off some memories.
Okay,
If
I
you
gotta give a
have
base description of it here.
Let's go.
Theater kid, choir kid, so, and a little shop class kid, so it's kind of a weird mix, you know?
Yep.
But started like 9th grade, yada yada, went through that. 10th grade, I think dated someone. Didn't end well, like around 11th grade, they tried to ruin my high school life, I guess.
Yep.
Tried to do it all till all around like 12th grade. We both, and I also saw him in choir, so it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And theater, so.
Did you,
in history today, like 3 girls in high school, that's it.
Yeah, there's somebody behind us here. Did you, have any fun, like, choir memories?
Timberwolves concert. And choir being like the one you don't really, we're kind of the goof off people. It's kind of the goof off choir, but still good.
It's all right. You still had fun. You still sang a bunch of songs, so.
Yeah, and then the theater part. Oh yeah, so many memories. Hell yeah, I was like hanging out saying hell yes.
You guys
like
had
jokes.
a lot of roast battles after.
Yeah, they roasted me bad
after the show.
I got roasted like 2 times. From one for being my dewlock for being too stiff.
Jeez.
I'm like, that wasn't the worst one. I'm not gonna say the worst one on here, but someone do it with a dating app, and I don't get no likes. They're like, you get no likes, and I'm like, gosh.
Jeez, that one's got a slam.
Yeah, no, it hit hard, but I'm like, gosh, other people got hit worse, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the sea shanties after every concert.
Yep. Oh my.
Every time, after every single like play, there's sea shanties. We beat the women's like room, like they were right next to us, and they were trying to sing sometimes, but they wouldn't beat us on our sea shanties.
Yep. Where where in like, were you in choir all 4 years?
2 years.
2 years?
I got in through embarrassing to say, but my ex convinced me when I was dating her, and I signed up, and we broke up. So
dang,
that's kind of how we got in.
I was I think I joined senior year. I was in middle school, but joined senior.
I did in middle school too, but I gave up for the hit dressing up.
If you had any advice for incoming freshmen, which, as you know, they're already in school.
Yeah, I know. I simply have this. Try the activities. Like, try theater. It's kind of fun. You think it's cringy, but it's actually very fun.
It is very...
The parties are very fun. They are very...
And if you don't even want to go as far as doing theater, at least try acting.
Like, there's plenty of activities you can try.
I know that the acting teacher I had, Mr. Milbauer, is no longer there. It was his last year. He retired.
Oh, and take the shop classes, I guess, too.
Yep.
Except that we'll miss that one teacher.
No matter what.
There was a shop class teacher retired, like, my year, you know?
Yeah.
He was one of the best shop class, like, woodworking teachers. He was a master of.
Master of it. Who was that?
I don't, remember his name.
You don't even remember your shop teacher's name?
I know he was like worked there for many years. He had like all his stuff and he gave boxes at the end of it, but he was like the best shop class teacher there was.
Okay. So for freshmen, incoming freshmen, try the activities. I would also put out there, just make a lot of friends, man. Do everything you can to become friends with a bunch of people.
And don't get into stupid trouble.
Yeah, I was just about to say, don't get caught up in the wrong crowd. Because that will pretty much ruin everything. Be careful who
group you're with. Because the amount of times I almost got in trouble from school, I'm surprised I didn't.
Don't take anything to heart, obviously. Because people will say so many things about you. And you got to ignore it. Obviously, you're going to take it to heart, but don't dwell on it. you're in high school. People don't actually care
Many
what
years
they say.
after, even after, you still don't get the feeling back.
Exactly. It doesn't really matter, but just
And be
be
careful on who
yourself.
you date. It may be a freelance world, but
Yeah.
it's not just like I can date and they won't ever hunt me back.
Yeah, don't
They will try.
don't just try and go after a girl because you're desperate and need a relationship. You don't.
Even then, don't like date a girl that'll see no personality.
You will be wasting your time, and in the end, it'll be a lesson.
I still never been a group of girls chasing after me for no reason.
Exactly.
It was not
True love will always come.
the odds you find in high school are very low.
Exactly.
That's the honest reality.
True love will always come when you least expect it. And I know you might say, I tried so hard to get this guy or this girl. I did everything I can and I finally got her. I finally acted the way she wanted me to, or
I was in those shoes. It's not worth it.
yeah, do not try to become somebody else just to get somebody you
I
want.
changed and I got into almost kind of fights. So
You need to be yourself and the right person will come to you.
and I was one for 11 months and it was the worst probably experience of my life.
Yes, Kyle here is currently single, but he does know the ropes a little bit.
I've seen the error too many times.
Exactly.
So I've given up for now. I'm going to meet it naturally.
I've been in a relationship since February 22nd, 2022, so I've definitely seen a lot. So pretty much that's all I've got right now,
Pretty
but
much all we have for the high school experience.
we still have another 14 minutes we could go for. It's kind of a free-for-all now since I've got all of our things put up here since.
We could do that would you rather I was thinking of.
Would you rather? Yeah, we can get into that.
What was the one I thought of before?
I swear most episodes will not be this boring. We just wanted to get it started, put a little test run in, and try her out. So, would you rather, I guess?
Let's see here.
Obviously, when we get into more of the visual effects of a visual podcast,
Yeah, it'll be better, but
yeah, we'll be able to put things up to the screen, do more visual stuff. I have an idea of doing like higher or lower, where we put like a item on the list and we have to guess higher or lower.
I think let's start off. I think I have to do one good would you rather.
One
you could
good
fight
would you-
or not would you rather, but some question. If you could fight any animal, well, if you could fight any animal and win, what animal do you think you'd fight and win?
Like the one I think I have the best, like the biggest animal that I think I'd have the best matchup to.
Yeah, like any animal, what do you think would win it? Like,
yeah.
If you're like,
hi. I'd probably like the biggest animal that I think I could beat.
Yep.
God. You know, I've seen a lot of people talking about kangaroos and how they think they could demolish a kangaroo. But
those are fools. They are fools.
I saw a TikTok on it, and yeah, no, a kangaroo, you would not be able to beat a kangaroo no matter how strong you are. Those things have legs that can kick you to Mars.
Only if you know what you're doing. If you're a kangaroo taker, you might have a chance, but none of us really are.
Exactly. If you have an animal in mind, you can go right ahead because I gotta put a little thought into
Me too.
this
Not a bear. A
Not
bear
a
would kill
bear.
me.
Obviously.
A wolf?
I don't even think I could take a dog. I'm so scared of animals.
I think I could take a wolf. Like if we're talking like if you have a knife, we'll add that in there.
No,
Like
we're doing bare hands.
Bare
man.
hands? I could fight a wolf. I just gotta get a good enough grip on it, you know?
A good enough grip.
I can choke hold.
Okay. I'd honestly have to go with.
I have steel toe boots. That's my advantage.
If we're talking like free for all, I could say obviously a shark if it's on land.
If it's on land, that's not counting. You're fighting in their environment.
If I can't say that, I might as well go with like some type of dog. I'm sure I could take a dog on and scare him away. But I'd probably
I could do a wolf. I could. Like, it'd be even match, I think, you know?
a wolf.
Even match.
All right.
They're fast, but by themselves, they team up for a reason.
That is true. So you're saying a wolf and I'm saying a dog.
Yep.
Okay.
I can fight a chicken, but that's because I'm used to them.
A chicken.
That'd be easiest.
Kyle does live in like the most farm-looking. I'm sorry, dude. You look like. I live in such a suburb area, and then I come to your house, and I guess we could go into. You have any pet stories?
Oh, plenty.
Share a few pet stories on here.
I once was on a camping trip, and my family, I think my dad left to like, go get something, so it was me and my family. He's at the park, right? My dad comes back in. My dog Ariel, I'm holding her. She dragged me to the ground because she's so excited to see Dad, like so crazily. She dragged me in the grass. Like she has that much pent up energy because she misses Dad that much. It's been like only an hour.
God, I love those cute little stories.
And I think I have a better one too, even.
Go ahead.
Jade and Claire, my family's like first dogs, really.
Yeah.
I think Claire was the dog who, when I was a baby, I rode her. And she,
what?
Yeah, I was a baby, so I know what I was doing.
You
but
rode a dog.
She let me ride her. Like she was like the most gentlest, nicest dog you've seen.
Right.
I think Jade didn't like my mom though.
Oh my god.
So Jade didn't like my mom because Jade got kicked off the bed.
Oh my. Okay then.
I think Jade was a jumper. I know that. Claire was just like the nicest dog you ever meet. Like. Deal with a baby climbing. Most dogs don't do that.
Yeah.
Sadly, they both I think Claire died of cancer and the other one died of another medical reason.
You know, it's good to have the memories you have with them, but if we're going back to, I actually have another idea for school memories. Bringing up old school memories, I'd have to go with. So you know the book reports we'd have in school, right? You know how you'd have to do a book report like every single school year?
Yep, I hated that.
Every single school year since like 6th grade, I would do a book report on the same exact book.
Same exact book.
Same exact book every single year, from like 6th grade all the way to 12th.
Oh.
So, and they would never know because you'd never have the same teacher. And if you did, they wouldn't remember. So I would do the book on a book I read in elementary school called The Hatchet.
Same book report?
Yes, sir. Not the same exact words, but
Hatchet? I read that book.
You know The Hatchet, obviously.
I know, yeah. I know the second book too.
I would do it on The Hatchet, and the thing about that book is that it's basically based in Canada because the plane crash at the very
Wasn't
start.
it about a kid who bullied someone and was brought to his dad?
No.
If the second book goes about how he
that might be the
bullied a kid.
That might be the second book because the first
second book the second book talks about why he was sent to see his father.
I don't know.
It's because he was in trouble.
I'm pretty sure his father passed away in the first book.
His father passed away, yes, but the reason he was going with his father there was because his father was taken away because he kind of got in trouble through a bully incident.
Okay.
And he as soon as he returned back to the world, he kind of defaced him, and they ended up.
Do you even know what happened in the first book?
Yes.
What happened?
He survived on an island for.
Oh, okay.
And then when he got rescued, the reason his family was taken away first is kind of because of the bully incident, because he smashed the kids facing the concrete.
Yeah.
The kids survived, but they had to deal with kids sent some mental trauma, so they decided in the second book to bring him and the kid he bullied to the island, and they survived there.
Of
and
course.
they became friends, but it was like,
in that first book though, it's not. We're not gonna spoil the whole books here, Kyle.
Okay, well, I read all Hunger Games too. I'm good at reading. I read too much. Teachers told me stop reading. Okay.
Anyways, let's get back on track here. The Hatchet. Pretty much, I would do the book reports on that every single year, and one school year you had to do a book that was based on United States only.
Oh.
So The Hatchet obviously takes place in Canada.
Oh, I didn't have to do that. I think I avoided those book assignments actually then.
Yeah, Well, there was a whole main thing. I think this was 12th or 11th grade. You had to do it. It had to be based in the United States of America, the book. It had to take place in America. And obviously the Hatchet's in Canada. So I ended up doing the same exact book report anyways.
I want to check down there, but I don't know what's good to do.
Here, let's turn around and start heading back. But
yeah, because this is where you found the homeless area.
Yeah. I started doing the book report, and I submitted it just like every other book report, and I never got talked to or anything about the fact it didn't have to be about American history, or it just had to take place in America. That is all that mattered. And I didn't get talked to or anything. I actually got a straight A on the assignment, and I just thought that was the funniest thing, and I
think I
wanted
got to skip that.
to share that there.
I got to skip that because my IP.
That would have been nice. Okay, so let's shift gears here,
I got
because
to skip the lip sync. I
in
think.
middle school,
Yep, I got to skip it. Watch people do theirs.
again, me trying to cheat my ways through the lip sync, I tried to do you had to do a song from what, the 50s or 60s,
Around that time, yeah.
and I tried to get a song. I tried to perform a song for the lip sync, which, if you don't know what the lip sync is, it's where you stand on stage at the middle school with a few other members in your group that you could decide, and you would all have to lip sync a song from the 50s or 60s. And
I think it was any song, really.
No, it was 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
I did the song "Wouldn't It Be Nice" by the Beach Boys.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah. And I ended up doing that song, and I wanted to originally do the song Toto by Africa by Toto, and obviously that song was made in the 80s, so it did not work, but I really tried to get that chosen with my group.
Yeah.
Anyway, shifting gears here, I did have one story I wanted to talk about on the debut podcast here, but so, we both work at Coburn's grocery store.
Yep. I think I currently work as a petrol clerk.
Yes, he works in the gas station.
I have a sad joke. I can add this too. Most of my paycheck comes from people selling people cigarettes. And it's true.
That is true. I also have another almost full-time job at Cabela's, but today I come back to Coburn's like once every other week to take a shift. And today I got greeted, and you don't even know this story yet, Kyle.
Nope.
So we do have this one worker here. I won't say her name, but I will hint you. Do you know the woman that always works every morning? She was here today.
Yep, I know.
Starts with a C.
I know, yeah, I know, already know.
Okay. A little bit older. She's cool. We love her.
Yep.
She was getting pretty upset at this one customer because this one older guy, I wouldn't say older, he was about 60 years old. He accidentally bumped into her when she was watching self-checkout.
Yep.
He accidentally bumped into her, or she accidentally bumped into him, one or the other, and I guess the dude said, "Hey, watch where you're going." That's what she explained to me. So he was giving her a lot of attitude just because they accidentally bumped into each other. She was about to start throwing hands, it looked like. She was about to cuss up a storm, and she doesn't seem like the type to do that, right?
No, she doesn't, no.
She seems very kind-hearted, loves God. She's such an amazing person. She
honestly is, yes.
Has great advice. She's worked a lot of jobs, but the thing is that this guy was making her so mad, and she ended up, when he was about to walk out of the store, she was about to go up to him and say something, and she was about to, like I said, start cussing her out. And I went in front of her face, and I started guiding her back. I'm like, no, we cannot be doing this. You need to be the bigger person, and you need to avoid this guy and ignore him. You can't say anything at all. Just calm down. It's all right. If you show him any emotion and
make it worse,
you're gonna make it worse, and
Don't
you
want
might get
we don't want a
fired.
Brandon incident. You don't know if this is even so for you.
Exactly. But so I kind of let her to turn around. I got her to turn around somehow after a little bit, and she ended up turning around and walking back to self-checkout. And as the guy was walking out of the store, I was in front of her face trying to make sure that she didn't say anything.
Yep.
And sorry, I barely drink water today.
Me too.
I never drink water. But pretty much she bumped into another person at self-checkout.
Were they also rude?
No, right as soon as this guy left the store, the other person she just bumped into, it was two guys. They wore Chanticleer pizza shirts on.
Yeah.
The new one that just opened up, right by Coburn's.
Yep.
And their names, I will say them because they were very nice people. One of them was named Steve, and the other one was named Carson. African Americans, not like that really matters.
Doesn't matter, but
they were such nice people. I could kind of tell they had a strong accent, but they knew advice. I'm telling you that. So Carson, he pretty much was talking this employee through everything, and I was there with her the whole entire time with them, and I would have thought he would have been a therapist, but they were both just chefs at Chanticleer Pizza, and one of them, he was saying, it's all right, it's okay, every morning is going to be rough, but it's always going to get better by the afternoon, and even when people say mean things, you don't take it to heart. You'd have to hear it from him because everything he was saying was so wise and calming, and I don't even know how to put it in words of what he said.
On the stage?
Yeah, and he was like, I thank God every single day because everything happens for a reason. And by the end, this was going on for, I'm not kidding you, 10 minutes in the front of the store. 10 minutes we were standing there listening to this guy have pretty much a speech in just this little circle of four. And it really touched me. It touched my heart so much, and it touched her so much that she ended up.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You too.
Yep.
Hello. So anyways, it touched her heart so much that she ended up shedding a few tears. And
sounds like her.
Yeah, but it was just so kind-hearted that what this man was saying, he was asking for permission if he could give her a hug and all that, and she was like, yeah, of course. She was shedding a tear, and I've never been more touched in the heart. Like, it really brought me almost to tears.
That stuff can happen. I remember one story I have where some lady, I don't know why she did this, but she spent $500, I think.
Okay.
I think it's like $600. And lady also
same
offered,
store.
Same store, yes.
Okay.
This is like when you weren't around. She was one of those nice people who, what do you think a lady who's done $700 would do to a person? Would say to a person.
Exactly.
She prayed for me.
That's awesome.
I felt bad for her because she kind of spent $700, but I'm like,
exactly.
Well,
and there's moments. Good. There's moments that I've paid $20 for somebody that didn't have enough money. And
a lady she spent $700, and she was like, she spent $700, but she was still
still being kind about it.
Then she was like, she was calm with how much she was spending, and she was like, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm like, huh?
Exactly.
Caught me off guard because I don't hear customers say that.
Exactly, and I respect
happened again
that.
After that, but it was weird. It was like,
it's just the nicest thing when people do stuff like that for you. And even this guy today, he was talking about you never know what people are going through. You're going to be walking around and somebody's going to be having a day 10 times harder than you, and you don't know that. You don't know for sure. So, always treat people with kindness and respect because you don't know what other people are going through.
Yep.
And everything will come back around, and end up in the end, you'll be getting the same respect, hopefully.
Yeah, now I want to say a different story. This one's actually, this is going to be very interesting, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's this coworker, you will know him, Noah, because he worked like right before he's like banned for a year from working there, but
Yes.
his name was Brandon.
Yeah.
He's a bagger who had a highest record for carts, right? Some customer who...
Highest record meaning fastest?
Most.
Most in one push.
Yep. I think his record was like 30 something.
That sounds crazy.
But he was working one day, and one customer who I'm not going to name, but they hear the smell by...
I also know this story, but keep going.
You know the customer I'm talking about.
Yes.
He basically was like, I guess, was say something about his mother to the bagger. To Brandon, right?
Yes.
Brandon...
He made a yo mama
Brandon
joke.
doesn't... Yo mama joke and then a little more after that. Kind of like making fun of him, right?
Yep.
Like, making fun of his mom.
Yep.
Brandon isn't one to let his mom talk to his mom like that, you know?
Right.
They gotta fight.
Which is understandable. He's standing up for the fact that this guy straight up was talking about his mom for reasons we don't actually know what happened to lead up to that, but
I had a feeling he kept making jokes about it. It was...
Yep.
What I heard was like a lot of jokes about it.
Yep.
But I was like, they fight. Then they get broken up and Brandon's fired.
Yeah.
But he was like, I guess he would say dirty jokes every now and then, you know?
Yeah.
But he was like one of the best baggers who he had a catchphrase. I can't seem to remember it anymore. But I think other worker like Carmine tried saying it to Angela. Angela thought it was him. Like he said that phrase so much. He had his own catchphrase.
Yeah.
I'm also going to deeply believe he's the best bagger Colburn's will ever have. So he worked there for like...
He was that good.
He worked there for multiple years.
And we've got
18 plus years.
We've got to respect that. So
He was one of the reasons we kind of didn't quit. Like at the time.
Yeah, that is true. Such an amazing
That
story.
customer, he's the one who said to you, do drugs, don't do drugs, I don't care.
Yep, that customer, he's came in a few times.
I haven't seen him recently, which I'm happy
Me
for.
neither, to be honest with you.
Honestly, he would call me CEO and I got sick of it.
But
I don't hate him, but I don't...
It's a little odd of an experience, but he's still super cool. Everybody
He's
there
cool.
is still super cool. And
Except
we don't...
Except like there was a CEO thing. I did not like that. That was kind of creepy.
We're not showing any disrespect or hate at all.
He's a person, that's it. I just didn't like he had a nickname thing.
Exactly. And that's what this whole podcast is for. Just kind of sharing what we feel about everything and showing you how our lives are and our experiences.
And we just passed the running shoes. We're about to pass them.
Exactly. So we're reaching 39 minutes here in the podcast. So I think this is probably a good time to close her down for today.
Yep.
And hop back on episode 2. I'm hoping we can get some guests on here. We cannot name off the guests right now.
No, but we'll try for people who are unique. Cool.
We do have a few guests in mind that I think 1 already has said yes, and 2 is saying maybe as of now. Just seeing how this turns out. And we're going to try and give you the best content we can while still filming some YouTube videos. We're still going to be doing our park ratings.
And other videos we have already that we just haven't...
Yes.
We just haven't worked on them yet.
I haven't even posted park ratings yet, so I don't know when this podcast episode will come out. I'm hoping earlier than all that.
Yeah.
So we honestly just gave you a sneak peek. We have about 6 different videos filmed that we just have not put out yet because we have been busy.
Yeah.
I've got a full-time and part-time job, so...
And I have chickens and a lot of things to do at home.
Exactly. So this is exactly why we called our channel Off Days. We are doing this in all of our off days because
we're off time, basically.
Exactly. We're
not off days. We both work today, but...
Yeah, I never thought about that. But,
Oh, well, we're going to end it with this one final question. I finally remembered it.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you rather fight a boxer who's currently in the boxing league or a boxer who's retired? It's random.
I would go with... Like, who do I think I'd win?
Like, no, it's random. So it'd be any boxer who could be like an old. If you pick like current, it'll be like in their prime fighters, right? Who are currently on TV boxing,
I'd rather fight
or they're
somebody.
tired, who are like could be like 99, or they
I'd
could be
rather
like,
fight a retired because.
or they could retire just because they wanted to. So it could be.
I'd rather.
Could be Mike Tyson though.
I don't have anybody specific in mind, but I would rather fight a boxer from 50 years ago that
It wouldn't be
passed
50.
away.
It could be Mike Tyson for all you know, though.
Yeah.
So
I would rather box somebody that was
you better odds fighting an older man, who,
exactly
who might go easy on you.
Or if you were saying the prime of somebody back in the day or the prime of somebody now, you would always need to choose somebody back in the day.
I would choose the prime of back in like nowadays, because back in the day, the standards were very crazy.
Exactly, and
Muhammad
nowadays,
Ali, Mike Tyson, they were in their prime. They were a threat.
I think
still
Muhammad
are.
Ali is obviously the better fighter than Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
because he's quicker, maybe not as strong. But back in the day, you didn't have as good of technology
yeah,
as you do now.
but even nowadays, Mike Tyson, he's a threat. We can't just knock him off that list.
Exactly, yeah, Mike Tyson. But that's because they have the technology nowadays that he can use to become a better fighter.
Yeah, even then, he still is he may not be in his prime anymore, but he's still strong.
Exactly.
That's the reason I think you've heard about the fight between Mike Tyson and someone else, right? And the reason one person said he retired for health.
Yep. Just like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson this
they can't.
November, December.
I know. I think it got canceled because Jake Paul said, "I want to fight an old man."
No. It's on November, December-ish. I don't remember. Yes, sir.
I thought it was called off.
Nope. It was delayed to November, December here. It was supposed to be in like September or August or something of this year.
I think he used the reason for that was like Jake Paul had a reason why he didn't want to fight around that time.
Yeah.
He wanted more time, I guess.
Exactly.
It's Mike Tyson, so.
But
you can't.
I think it was Mike that actually made it delayed.
I don't think it was, actually.
I think there was something going on with his health, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Other than that, though, we are going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this #1 podcast here, and we will get back to you guys on episode 2. So we will see you guys in the next podcast. See you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll keep you updated on new stuff that goes on.
And keep doing podcasts and videos.
We might try and get Instagram and a TikTok account maybe put out. We'll see. Just kind of see how this stuff goes. So we'll see you guys in our next podcast. Peace out, guys.
See ya.